Genesis 40 continues Joseph's story, a season of waiting, testing, and the quiet work of God behind prison walls. Sometime after Joseph's imprisonment, Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker offended their master, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was angry with them and put them in custody in the house of the captain of the guard, the same prison where Joseph was confined. The captain assigned Joseph to attend them, and he served them. One night, both the cupbearer and the baker each had a dream, and each dream had its own meaning. When Joseph came to them in the morning, he saw they were troubled. He asked, "Why do you look so sad today?" They answered, "We have had dreams, and there is no one to interpret them." Joseph replied with confidence, "Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell them to me, please." The chief cupbearer told his dream. "In my dream there was a vine before me. On the vine were 3 branches. As it budded, its blossoms opened and clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes, pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and placed the cup in Pharaoh's hand." Joseph said, "This is the interpretation. The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand as you used to. But when it is well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this house. For I was forcibly carried off from the land of the Hebrews, and even here I have done nothing to deserve this dungeon." When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was favorable, he said to Joseph, "I also had a dream. There were 3 baskets of bread on my head. In the top basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head." Joseph said, "This is the interpretation. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and hang you on a tree, and the birds will eat your flesh." On the 3rd day, Pharaoh's birthday, he gave a feast for all his officials. He lifted up the heads of the chief cupbearer and the chief baker before them all. He restored the chief cupbearer to his position, so he put the cup into Pharaoh's hand again. But he hanged the chief baker, just as Joseph had said to them in his interpretation. Yet the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph, and he forgot him. Genesis 40 is a chapter of waiting. Joseph spoke truth, gave glory to God, and interpreted dreams faithfully, yet he remained in prison. Man forgot him, but God did not. The silence of men cannot silence the faithfulness of God. Joseph's gift was real, his calling was real, but his timing was God's. This chapter reminds us that God often works in hidden seasons, training us in patience and faith until the right moment of deliverance comes. Even in the dungeon, Joseph was being prepared for the palace. Next comes Genesis 41. Pharaoh himself will dream 2 troubling dreams. No magician or wise man can interpret them, but the forgotten cupbearer will remember Joseph. The prisoner will stand before Pharaoh, and in one day God will lift him from the pit to the throne.